Well, I have some of the Power Zapper foot plates and some of the smaller paddles. This is for the Power Zapper. Right now I've been using the My Plus pretty much exclusively because I have found it to be superior to even the other Power Zapper products, although I got extremely good results on a number of things with the Power Zapper product, especially like a sore throat, infected tooth. But sometimes, well, I'm thinking why not just use the My Plus all the time. What I got here is, this is actually zinc paint. It's almost pure zinc. It's about 96% pure zinc. I think it's got about 4% resin. It doesn't have any other metals in it. And what I'm going to do is, I'm going to actually give these a couple coats of this paint. It's just pure zinc. It's designed to prevent fouling on copper, props on boats and stuff. Now it's the first time I'm using it. See what happens here. That's interesting. It says you put no more than 3 coats, and it covers like 10 square feet, so I'd imagine you get at least a half a dozen sets of these covered both sides, no problem. I'm just going to see how long it lasts for, it's not paint. I mean, it looks like paint, but it's zinc. Virtually pure zinc. But what I've read was that this stuff, this particular zinc coating sticks a lot better than a lot of the other stuff. A lot of times on the propeller shafts and the propellers, it's really designed for boats. It's not designed for this, but I'm using this application for this to keep it so I don't have to clean the, see how it just dries that quick. It's a little bit tacky. It's going to dry pretty quick though. You see how long it lasts from, you know, it keeps the corrosion off to copper, which might be kind of cool if it lasts a while. Maybe that's too quick to turn these over, but give me a shot right here. Actually, I don't think it needs 2 coats. And I think like the 4 or 5% resin that's in here isn't really going to affect the electrical contact much, because actually probably the corrosion on the copper would after a while. But this keeps it from getting corroded for a long time, because I use these things a lot, man. So we'll see how this works out. It's a little experiment. See, right now I'm running the paddles on my body right now, and I got pure zinc ones on here. It's actually pure zinc underneath this cotton cloth, and 2 layers of paper towel, pure zinc. But I figured, you know, I'm going to probably make use of these copper paddles too, especially these big foot plates. And you know, sometimes it's like they work fine when they get like a little bit tarnished. I mean, that's not going to matter. It's just if they start getting green, then you want to like clean them off, and that does take a hell of a lot of hours before they start turning green. But I'm thinking is, if I put this on it, it's still going to conduct electricity because it's virtually pure zinc. And I'm just going to put 1 coat on it. I think this can could probably do these things probably about a dozen times. Looks like it's going to be thick enough to me. Because if it gets a little corrosion right here on the end, it ain't going to matter much, man. That's really not going to matter at all. So we'll see how this works out, man. I'm just trying a little different experiments. You know, zinc is pretty body friendly. Actually, it is very body friendly. Actually, copper's body friendly too, but zinc is a better metal. And I was looking for zinc tubes or pipe, and I couldn't find any. Actually, it's real easy to find zinc plate. Just go to Online Metals, but and you can find zinc bars, like solid bar, like a 1-inch thick bar. It weighs like a pound or something like that for, you know, a 6-inch bar. But I never found any zinc tubes. That'd be pretty cool. Then you can have some handheld tubes made out of zinc and put like a stainless steel bolt in there, through and have the nut on the inside with the eye bolt with a stainless steel connector going into the copper wire for your, the connectors that go into the Zapper. Then you really never have to mess with it again, man. I'm pretty much sold on these copper plates though. I've been using these for many hours. They turn like a dull gray, but they don't get any corrosion. They just kind of look like that. That's what they look like. Now I'm figuring this is probably going to last a long time, because this stuff actually lasts a long time even in salt water. So, a little experiment. Prop coat barnacle barrier. I did the research on this. It's almost pure zinc, and this stuff does stick to pure copper very well. From what I was looking at, all the applications. Some of the products that are like zinc coats, they don't stick that well. And considering this is going to be pretty much immersed in water, I want them sticking really well. The other thing is, it's going to be protecting those electrical contacts right there. That's another point where you might get some corrosion and then it's not making as good a contact. That's probably the biggest drawback. If you could find a way to wear the Zapper, like it could be integrated into your clothing or something like that, or even your shoes or something, where it's maybe the wires are already in in the inseam of the pants or something, like a thin wire. Man, I tell you what, I mean, you could be zapping all day and you never know you were zapping. And I swear to God, I think this damn thing really does a hell of a lot. Right now I'm using mode 7. I was using mode 5 a lot, and then I use mode 7 a lot too. I use a lot of the modes. Sometimes I use mode 1 a lot too. Do a lot of these damn modes on here. Right now, this has been my favorite one, the My Plus. They don't make it anymore. They got the My Plus 3, which is the same thing as the My Plus plus a lot more. But I really like this one. So, tell you what, man, this damn thing is amazing. That's what I gotta tell you. Freaking amazing. Thing is about as big as a pack of cigarettes, and it can do miracles. It's amazing. So, like I said, the only thing is, if you use it a real lot, you might have to clean these copper. Oh, this is an experiment. We'll see what happens. This would be good if this works, since you can't find copper tube. I never found any place that sold pure copper tubing, copper-coated zinc tubing. Pure, the galvanized tubing, they sell steel galvanized, but that'll rust, after a while. Pure zinc tubing, I never saw. Pure zinc rod, maybe an inch thick, but that's a heavy piece of metal, Pure zinc plate. I never saw any pure zinc pipe. But if you could take this stuff, and if this stuff actually holds up on these plates, I'm going to apply it to the, the tubes, the copper tubes too. And, if it keeps me from cleaning them, like maybe several times less, maybe I could go for a couple months without cleaning them. I mean, that's going to be awesome, You hear them crows out there, man. We just decided to have a conference here. Freaking the air conditioning's clicking on. You hear that? So, I'm going to coat this backside one more time since I laid it over. It's amazing, man. It's amazing stuff. Missed a spot there. Got this a little bit light, so go over it a little more. But even if I missed a spot, I didn't get this perfectly covered. It's not a big deal, because as long as most of the plate stays corrosion free, I mean, it's not like I'm painting a car or something, only got to get it, it's not a showpiece, you're just getting it so don't corrode out for a while. So if I got a pretty good coat on there, just let that stuff dry. This thing's gonna, Then, you know, maybe I just gotta clean a part of it and then just put some more of this on it. Maybe don't even clean the whole thing. I bet you this is gonna work out pretty good. And like I said, it's almost pure zinc, so it's gonna conduct electricity really good. And again, that's body friendly because 96% pure zinc and no other metals in it. So it should be holding up for a pretty good time, man. I don't know. You know, you don't freaking find stuff out till you try different things. That's how it works, right? If you're just gonna stay stagnant, you don't want to, you know, this product, I'll tell you what, he's been coming out so much new stuff on this thing. I don't know, maybe I'll have something else out again. But this thing being so damn small, it does so much. It's amazing. You know, that's the big advantage of these power zappers. It's like you can have a big machine that's plugged in the wall with a computer and all this other junk. But you know, here I was working on my car and I had this thing in my top pocket and I was wearing the paddles and no problem, man. You know, that's the thing. I can use this thing all the time. I can use this virtually all freaking day. And the cumulative effect of this thing, you know, some of these frequencies, well, they're divided down from even the rife cancer frequencies. That's why I'm a little suspicious. You know, like the worst advice they give you on the zappers is to go use it for 7 minutes, 10 minutes, take a 20-minute break, do it for 10 minutes. You know what I'm finding out? If you really want a zapper to work like really, really good, use it like mega hours. Like I said, when I was using it on a sore throat, I was using a CC2, just a 30,000 frequency mode. I slept with the paddle on my throat, or the tube on my throat, and when I woke up the next morning, that really bad sore throat was virtually gone. That was the positive offset of the paddle. It wasn't like I put it there for like 10 minutes or even 20 minutes. It was there all night, man, like 7 hours. By the time, and you know, every once in a while, maybe I'd wake up, I'd have to re-wet the paddle, like, because these things, they dry out, you know, the water dries out on them after a while, you know, just put them under some warm water so they conduct electricity. And cumulative effect over 8 million hours there, I mean 7 hours, it knocks out the sore throat. That's why when I was using this thing, and I tell you the truth, when I tried, I remember back, it was January or February 2013, I had a bladder infection way back then. I used the Beck Bio Tuner, or what do you call it, not the Bio Tuner, the blood electrifier, the one from Bob Beck. And I used it right over the bladder area with pads, cloth pads. I didn't use, like, you know, on a wrist or anything like that. I used it right on the area where the bladder infection was. That thing didn't work. And man, I was running that for like 2 days straight. Didn't do a damn thing. Nothing. This thing worked better than in my opinion, this thing worked better than the antibiotic Cipro on a bladder infection. That's what happened with me. I don't, you know, it's like pretty piss poor. I gotta tell you something like this when I'm one guy. It'd be nice if I can get 100 people to freaking try this out. But you know, 99% of the problem is people are too damn lazy. Like, I used a belt to hold the paddle in place, and you know, just kept it there, man. The positive offset side over the affected area, and I wasn't, you know, most people just won't do that. I mean, they're that damn lazy. They want to take a pill or some shit, you know. What I like about this thing, it's like I don't see any side effects on it. It only makes you feel stronger, if anything. So, and like, that's why I'm doing this, because when I'm using this extensively, I'm figuring that you know, I don't want to clean these copper paddles as much. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. You don't have to do it that much. But you know, if they stay cleaner several times longer because I put zinc on them, well, that'd be pretty cool. So, you know, this would probably be more advantageous to using them on a handheld, though, because you can find copper pure coppers and sheet metal and make these if you need to. And I still got to find out how well this thing holds up. This copper sheet metal, copper sheet metal. I meant zinc. I got to see how long this holds up. I mean, it looked like the only thing it got was like a dull gray. It's underneath this paper towel. The only thing that happened to it, you can see it's almost like a dull gray right there. That's the only thing that happened to it. It seems to conduct electricity really well. You can feel a zapper, not like uncomfortable, but just feel like a light zapping. And I don't know, we'll see. You know, like I said, the only way to figure something out is to just go ahead and do it. I wish more people experimented with these things. I think this can replace most of the. I think even this thing, I know it's the technology is gonna get more and more advanced eventually, but you know, even the way the technology is right now, this, I'd rather have this than a whole pharmaceutical store, to tell you the truth. That's my opinion. That's just my opinion. That's why I've been ordering so many of these things. I like this thing better than anything because it's so damn compact. It's like, you know, if I want to use this thing for 12 hours straight, it ain't no big deal. I can't do it. Nothing else. I can't do that with anything else. And you can do that with the Beck electrifier, but the Beck electrifier, I found out, is more like unclumping the red blood cells, helping with oxygen uptake, nutrient uptake, not so much as killing microbes. This thing knocks out the microbes, and it seems to energize. I don't say seems to, it really feels that way. I remember I did use the Thunderbolt body tester after using the Power Zapper a whole bunch of hours for about 9 days straight, 16 hours a day. I took the Thunderbolt body tester and I got very good results twice. So, you know, I don't know. I felt pretty damn good. It felt like I got a lot stronger. So, I like this damn thing, man, to tell you the truth. There's a hell of a lot in this little critter. I can tell you that right now. It's amazing.